In this video, I am going to factor this quadrinomial by grouping. Remember, a quadrinomial is a polynomial with 4 terms. Let's create the groups first. So this is the first group and this is the second group. And in the first group, I could factor out x to the power 5 y cube, because x to the power 5 goes into x to the power 7 and it goes into x to the power 5, and y cube goes into x to the power 5 and y to the power 5 and y cube. Now let's go ahead and factor it. So if I factor this, what I am going to get is x square y square, because x to the power 5 goes into x to the power 7 x square times, and y cube goes into y to the power 5 y square times. And just to do it on the side, x to the power 7 over x to the power 5 is x to the power 7 minus 5 is equal to x square. Similarly, y to the power 5 over y cube is y to the power 5 minus 3 is equal to y square. Now this is how I get this term. Now x to the power 5 minus y cube divided by x to the power 5 minus y cube is just 1, so negative 1. In the second group, what I could factor out is just negative 7 xy. If I did that, I'm going to be left with x square y square minus 1. As you can see, 7xy goes into 7x cube y cube, x square y square times, and then 7xy goes into 7xy just once. Now please note the following, that this term and this term, they are the same. Let me use a more of a brighter color. This one and this one, they are the same. So I could factor this one out. Look, in the process I have taken a quadrinomial and converted it into a binomial. Remember, binomial is a polynomial with 2 terms in it, and there is one factor common between the two, and I'm going to factor it out, x square y square minus 1. If I factored out x square y square, then I'll be left with x to the power 5 y cube in the first term, right here, and in the second term is negative 7xy, negative 7xy. We could factor something out here as well, right here, and we could simplify this further as well. So let's do it together. So this term I could write it as follows: xy whole square minus 1 square. That's just the term right here inside this. Now in the second one, I could actually factor out xy. If I factor out xy, I'd be left with x to the power 4 y square minus 7. Now I could simplify it. I could simplify this by using the difference of squares formula, which is a square minus b square is equal to a plus b times a minus b. That's what it is. So in my case, my a is going to be just this xy. This is my a. My b is 1. So it's going to be xy plus 1 times xy minus 1. And then I have the xy here. I'm just going to put it up front, xy right here. And then I'll be left with x to the power 4 y square minus 7. And that's what your answer is. Now if I factor this, I'd have this. Now I have done it this way, but another thing you could do, just look at the quadrinomial first and see if there is anything you could factor out. You could actually factor out the xy. See, there is an x and y common to all of them, so you could factor that out. And if you were to factor it out, let's say xy from all of them, you're going to have x to the power 6 y to the power 4 minus x to the power 4 y square minus 7 x square y square plus 7. Now you could group it this way and then do the factoring and you'll come up with the same answer as this. I hope that this discussion was helpful. Thank you very much.